Welcome back to Mets Dynasty. We are in trouble. NLDS, we are down 2-1 to the San Francisco Giants. Phillies are in the NLCS. They beat the Dodgers 3-1. And in the AL, it looks like it's going to be Cleveland and Seattle. We'll see. We won the first one, lost the next two, and Game 4 is a road game. And we got Bailey Falter starting. We'll play this one, the elimination game, and then if we win, we'll simulate the fifth game. Wish us luck.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the San Francisco Giants. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today on the hill, Jordan Hicks.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Tibbs sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's a Mets lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Juan Soto. Slides, but he can't come up with it. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And a swing and a miss. And now two gone. Now at the plate, James Wood. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya.
Yeah!
So he blasts one out the other way, and they grab the lead. It's 3-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Pete Alonso. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Francisco Lindor. That one missed.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Ramos on his way over, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Oracle Park, And on the hill in this one, Bailey Falter.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
You can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
2 away. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor slings to first, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. It's the Mets 3 and the Giants nothing. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. Makes the catch for the out. Austin Wells up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next for the Mets, Nicky Reese. Doubled his first time up. Ground ball right side. Imasa. And it gets by him. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jordan Hicks is done, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Ryan Murphy takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen.
Line drive. Lee pulls it in on the run. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mark Vientos. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double. And here is Juan Soto. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Corrals it, and there's one down. So digging in, James Wood. He's already homered here in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner on at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Swung on, belted. That's back. Bang! That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them.
Ryan Murphy won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. On the mound now, Trevor McDonald. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. That one to first, Pajes. Steps on first for the out. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. And stepping in for New York, Nicky Reese. On the ground right side. He gets there with the slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Way inside, and that hit him. Runner on the go. That one ripped. That's back. Bang! And they add on. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And next is the designated hitter, Juan Soto. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So up next, James Wood. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now 9-0. Slow roller to first. Alonso. He takes it on his own. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up next, Elliot Ramos. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Chapman on his way to 3rd. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
At the plate, Pedro Pajes. On the ground, could be 2. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Late here in game 4. The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants leave a couple. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, DJ Herz.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in game 4 of the NLDS. Swings and misses, and 2 away now. This one in the air. Delgado settles under it, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that is that. Giants go down quietly, and they're down 9-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 down. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they're down to their final out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Got it. And that'll do it.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a game 5. It's just like a game 7. You win or go home. That game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.
We survived. Series now tied 2-2. Mark Vientos 3 for 5, home run and a double. And Bailey Falter, 7 strong innings, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, no runs. Giants, no runs, 4 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts, no extra base hits, and the entire staff had a rough day. For the Mets, A lot of 0-4s. McCarthy 0-4 scored a run. Vientos 3-for-5, 3 runs, 2 ribbies. Soto 3-for-5, 2 runs, 2 ribbies. Delgado had a 0-for-5. James Woods 3-for-5, 2 and 3. Started us off with that 3-run home run. And Alonso 2-for-4, 1 and 2. Lindor had an 0-for. 1 hit for Wells, 1 hit for Reese. 8 extra base hits, 4 of them are home runs. And Belly Falter got the win. DJ Herz, 2 strong innings in relief, 3 strikeouts. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and simulate Game 5. Game 5, we got Bryce Miller on the mound. And we lost. Oh well, Phillies and Giants. Cleveland and Seattle. Giants swept the Phillies. They're in the World Series. Seattle 3-2 over Cleveland so far. And Seattle beat Cleveland 4-2. And the Giants won the World Series. Swept Seattle 4-love. We were going for a 3-peat. Didn't get out of the NLDS. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.